Hey guys, JRP Vlogs here. Well, today is a very special vlog because today we are seeing the premiere of Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. Join us today as we go on this epic journey of talking about it before, then heading to the theater and seeing it, and then talking about it after. We have lots of special commentaries lined up for you, especially with our special guest, Bensberg from over at BensbergFilms, and he'll tell you his thoughts on the movie as well. So I am so excited to see this movie. I just saw Episode 7 last night so I could get all properly indoctrinated so I could remember what was coming next. So I am just so excited for this movie, and we're about to head over there right now. So Becca, we are on the way to see Star Wars Episode 8. Based on what you just saw from Episode 7 last night and the rumors that you've heard, what are your general expectations? Who lives, who dies?
I think we're going to be seeing some lightsaber dueling, and we're definitely going to be seeing some stars and some wars in those stars. And we're probably going to be seeing porgs. I haven't stated my opinion on porgs yet. I'm not really sure, because they might just be like Jar Jar, or they might be cute like the Ewoks. So
but who's gonna die in the movie?
Leia, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Leia's gonna die.
By who?
Not Kylo, because they showed that, and that would be stupid. If it's in the first scene, I'm just gonna walk out.
No, they said she had a main role in this movie.
Okay, so then it's not in the first scene, but probably Kylo, just not in that shot they showed.
Really?
Probably,
you think he'd do that?
Probably a different...
You think he'd do that?
Well, he killed Han. What's his problem?
Yeah.
Because who else is going to kill her? Maybe
Snoke.
Maybe Snoke.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe... Well, I don't
or
know.
Or an average stormtrooper.
But why would Snoke just be around Leia and be like, I'm just going to kill her? He probably doesn't even know who she is.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be during the Imperial Walker battle, and the Imperial Walkers just bombed the base.
It has to be like a good death, you know?
What about Luke? You think he makes it?
Nah.
Really? You think they're gonna get both of them? What are they gonna do for 9?
One of them is gonna die. Well, Leia has to die. Well, I don't know, because they can use computer generated.
The family did say that they're okay with CG Leia.
And they're okay with that, and they did that for what's his name?
I'm not really okay with that though. It's kind of weird.
Well, they did that
for Tarkin.
Yeah, and I didn't even actually notice it. I know you would notice it. I didn't notice it.
Really?
And that was that good. So I don't know.
I say all the porgs die.
Of course.
The poor massacre.
If they bring them back in the next episode, then I don't know.
Who is Rey's parents? Who's it gonna be?
No.
You think it's gonna be some random people?
If it's random people, that's stupid. No, it can't be random people. Are you getting my bed because it's not made?
Gotta know.
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be disappointed either way.
Well, what is the only thing that would make you happy about what parents?
It would be Han and Leia's.
Yeah.
Because that would make me happy. Never mind. He was
the
opposite,
mind wiped. That's what I said. That Han and Leia would be mind wiped to forget Rey somehow. You know, from all the tragedy or something.
No, I would want that.
Like, it would be interesting if she was the real beast behind the Jedi Temple, and Kylo was just kind of there, but she was actually the real beast that destroyed everything, and then they mind-wiped her, too, and she doesn't know her actual evil capabilities.
Well, she has to have some prior training, because that's just ridiculous.
I know.
She can just mind control people on her first day.
I know. It's
and
just...
be able to... you know, go up against a guy. He's pathetic, but he's had training.
Well, to be fair, I mean, when you're gonna do good, anybody's gonna do good. I mean, the porgs are gonna do good against Kylo. It's just, I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, he looks better in that picture than he does in real life.
He's like, he's trying to look mean with his big lips.
And she's had training, and she's stronger than she knows. Wait, look what he does with his lips.
She's stronger than me. She resisted my power.
I'm so offended.
Oh, he didn't say that. He said that with the mask on, so he looked cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So see, now we know why he bought the mask.
But watching, yeah, he bought the mask. He didn't need it. Why did he didn't even need it if he could take it off?
I know.
He bought the mask just to look cool. Now, Darth Vader actually had a reason to have it.
Yeah.
See, he doesn't look like this.
Yeah.
He doesn't look cool like that.
Yeah.
If they had his face on there, that'd be so funny.
Yeah.
Even doing this.
I know. Oh, it makes me feel better somehow.
Okay,
let's head to the movie. We're on the way. You pumped?
I'm pumped. Here we go.
Chris, we just saw the movie. How good do you think it was?
10.5 out of 10.
What was your favorite part?
Luke getting annihilated and walking through it like a boss.
And if there's one part you could have improved, what would it have been?
I'm going the Yoda scene should have been a little longer.
Think so,
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. A little bit more Yoda.
Okay, guys, so we just saw the movie, and I have so many thoughts about it. Why don't you start us off, Becca? Like, what were your just overall thoughts of it? Obviously, guys, if you're here, we're not holding back spoilers, so yeah.
Well, I guess one thing I was really happy about were the porgs, because I thought they were going to be used like Jar Jar and ended up being stupid and just horrible, because it seemed like that in the commercial. They're always there. I thought, oh great, another Jar Jar. But they were actually used a little less than Ewoks were used, which I was happy about, because they're not going to replace the Ewoks, but the porgs were pretty good. I thought they
Won't stop
good.
Disney from stealing the toys, though.
No, I want a porg.
But overall, I think the nerd fan base of Star Wars was not impressed with the movies. Why do you think that is? Can you narrow it down?
Not really. Like, so much happened. Like, Well, I was happy with how Luke died, because I thought Leia was gonna die, but she didn't die, so that was a little disappointing. Not that like they wanted her to die or anything, but it's kind of like weird. They're probably just gonna kill her off early in the next movie, so they don't have to use CGI so much.
Yeah.
But I thought they were gonna kill her in the first scene, and that made me mad. Like, that was just like the start of making me mad, because I thought this was ridiculous. And all of a sudden, she's like Mary Poppins, who can just like fly back.
I know.
To the ship.
No lightsaber or anything, and then after that, just forget that.
It's like she had no powers, and all of a sudden she's like, I can feel the Force. And I knew it right when they showed her in space. I thought, oh boy, here we go.
I couldn't believe it.
So that was the first disappointment. Then after that, the weird Finn Rose thing kind of got started.
Yeah.
That was really weird. She's like, oh, you're the Finn, and blah, blah, blah. And then they rode those animals, although I do like those little animals because they were cute.
Wasn't it convenient that the planet where they had to get the Master Codebreaker just happened to be her home world in the same
isn't
city?
That convenient? It's so convenient.
I mean, I just didn't care about her. And if you think about it, the whole point of them going there was to get the Codebreaker to save all the ships from being destroyed, and yet it's that very guy that causes all the ships to be destroyed, because he turns over to the other side and tells them where all the coordinates are. So that entire 30 minutes of the movie was a complete waste of time. That was my main complaint with the movie, that there was no story. So they were kind of flying to run away from the Imperials. That's the entire gist of the movie.
Yeah. So after that, then I was like, okay, what else happened? There's so much. A lot of explosions.
Lots of explosions. See, if you're an action guy, then this is the movie for you. It's literally, it opens, the credits are done, dun, 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 dun. Hey, I wonder what that is. And there's an explosion. It's just instant action.
Okay, and then it was the whole Rey-Kylo connection. Apparently, Kay. Apparently, the whole thing was set up by Snoke. So if he's that good, that's another. I'm getting to that later. But so apparently they set up that connection, but that's kind of silly because she's not a Jedi, and all of a sudden she's a Jedi. Ugh.
The phrase
I'm just gonna hop around on that note. When she just lifts all the rocks with 2 days training from Luke, not really.
Not really. He just said, breathe. I know what that
reach
means.
out.
And then she actually reaches out.
That was pretty funny, though. It's the Force!
It's the Force, I feel it!
Force.
Oh.
That was pretty funny.
I mean, it was, yeah, I guess so.
But, yeah, he was pretty pathetic.
Do you feel that? You feel it? Yeah, well, it's not.
Yeah. So she lifted all the rocks at the brother.
I've only seen this raw strength once before. In Adam Driver? Don't give me a break.
I don't know. I kind of thought he might have been talking about Darth Vader.
I know, but he actually said in Kylo Ren.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
He did?
Yeah, and so did Snoke. I'm like, give me a break.
Well, they saw it. They didn't say see it now. They saw it once, and then the neck went away.
Why do you think he built the mask to hide those big lips?
She resisted my power.
She's stronger than she knows.
She's stronger than she knows.
Like, no wonder Snoke just gave up. He thought he could see past the face, but he just couldn't get past it.
Just take off that ridiculous
Sometimes I think he was half the man
mask.
he used to be. You know?
Yeah. Anyway, that was probably my favorite part of the whole movie. My favorite line was when he said, "Take off that ridiculous mask."
Like, yeah, you
and
take it
off.
Trying to look as mean as possible.
Yeah, he had the character.
He was one of those guys that never had all his lunch money in school, and just, he had the big giant glasses with the poofy 90s hair, probably always picked on.
Yeah. So anyway, when Rey lifted the rocks, that was pretty stupid. But whatever, try to make her look cool. It's the whole feminist thing. I'm a lady, and I can do anything I want just because I'm a lady, even though I had no training whatsoever.
Yeah, her parents. Let's talk about that. Yeah, what was that?
Parents were nobody.
I hope Kylo was lying. I really hope he is.
Probably, because he's just pathetic.
The thing is, I've never had to say this before. I'm glad J.J. Abrams directed Episode 7, because he set up all this stuff that was supposed to be continued at 8, and then Rian Johnson said, forget that, and just trashed it all. So hopefully, he's coming back. So, hopefully he can pick it all back up and say, psych, you're actually, super important.
Episode 9 is going to be like the Episode 8 everybody was waiting for.
Yes,
hopefully.
Basically.
Hopefully.
I think Rian Johnson wanted to have Episode 9, so he tried to make it happen then and there. Yeah. What about Snoke? What about that?
I'm getting to that. What was the other pathetic parts?
How about Luke, entire character in general?
So, yeah, Luke. I mean, he was... I can see, I guess, the first time when she came to the island, when he threw it over, I thought that was funny. Like, all this time, he finally grabbed it, I wanted to just cheer.
He spent like 30 minutes just holding it out.
He grabbed it, finally, phew! Whew. Okay, so I think that was true to his character, because he trained Kylo, so he was pretty sad about that.
But would he ever do what he did in that flashback? I mean, actually almost try to kill Kylo? I don't think he'd be that type of guy.
No, and just his eyes, like... He looked like this crazy maniac the entire time.
I think that part was CGI. I don't think they actually did his hair like that. I feel like that was a CGI. Hair? I feel like his whole face was CGI in that scene. It just didn't look normal.
I don't know.
It's just
normal.
The whole episode 6 is that, I mean, Darth Vader should be the most unredeemable character of all time, and yet Luke had the heart to try to get Darth Vader to turn good, and yet Kylo Ren looks vaguely evil, and he's like, just kill him. I mean, that would never happen. Mark Hamill said he hated the way Luke was developed.
Yeah, he would probably come and help Rey to change him. And there's another thing. So then he decided to just come to the planet. Okay, and I was really mad at first because he's there, and I'm like, yay, Luke. Okay, now what could he possibly do? And then, what's up, Leia? Bye. So then he leaves.
He steps out. And then, you're insane, man.
And then he walks out in front of all those, what are those called?
Gorilla walkers. That's really what they're called.
That's what they're called?
Yeah.
Okay. So he walks out in front of the gorillas, and then they're like, shoot him! No, I want a direct spot. Right on him.
That was ridiculous.
So, okay, then
I thought they blew him up.
I thought, oh my gosh, that is the stupidest way to die on the face of the planet. That is ridiculous. What did that possibly gain the rebels? I don't really know. Or
He just kept shooting.
They call them the resistance.
Oh, yeah. Oh, totally different. Totally different.
How is it going to help the resistance? It doesn't help them. So
he just keeps shooting.
So I shoot, and then he's like, do you think he got him? And then he goes up, there's this pathetic face.
Oh my god.
Oh, I will go down and finish this myself.
Now, I have to say, that was pretty dope. That part, that was the only thing I liked about Luke's character, was the way he came out of that. Honestly, I didn't expect that, because it was just like Disney to ruin him, so I would have expected him to just die like that.
Yeah, and then once he come out, I thought, oh my gosh, now they're saying he has these superpowers that he never had before, kind of like Leia. Okay, that's
well, it's been 30 years. I could believe it from him. He's teaching other Jedi.
Because no Jedi has had that ever before, or Sith, nobody.
Oh yeah, just expect more of that as we go on the movies, because they always have to top themselves in the next movie.
Now they're going to be able to fly.
Yeah, just chuck planets like Thanos.
Yeah. Oh, I want
Now,
to see.
Avengers is a movie actually people want to see.
People,
you know,
when New Avengers comes out, you're gonna hear a real review. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we already prepared that a lot of people are gonna die. We're already prepared for that, but it's just gonna be sick.
But really, have you seen any real death in Marvel? The only person that has ever died in Marvel and stayed dead is Yondu. And who knows, they could bring him back to life.
Oh, Yondu, that's so sad. No, his girl, his bae, what's it?
Who?
What's his name? Captain America.
Oh, well, yeah, from old age.
Well, I know, but she did.
That's literally, out of all the movies, 2 people died. But anyways, that's Marvel.
Yeah, that's
back to the subject here. Let's
I was
get
thinking of Avengers the entire time through Star Wars.
I know,
like,
I was
for
thinking,
a good movie.
because they showed the trailer right before, and I was thinking, oh, that's where we want to be.
Yeah.
And then they advertised the Han Solo movie.
Wait, that's in May, right?
Yeah. And Incredibles 2, and I was Incredibles 2, that's going to be a good movie, too.
Maybe. Anyway, that's to the episode 8. So then I thought Luke was an idiot because he just came out. Then I thought he was invincible. I thought that's stupid. So then Kylo comes down, I'm like, oh, that's how it ends. Okay, so if all the Imperial Walkers didn't kill him, now he's apparently just gonna duel it out and die. And so then I thought, okay, here we go. Here's an Obi-Wan scene. Here we go. Then Kylo goes right through him. I'm like,
he doesn't even try.
So that's the second time I was really mad. And then he turns around and he's fine. And then I thought, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. Then I fight more and Kyle's like, what's going on? And then finally he's like, oh, I'm a hologram. And I'm like, okay, good, because then that would have been really stupid. And they still killed him off.
I know. I mean, it was one thing for Darth Vader to slow motion swing, but then Kylo just walks up. I mean, does he even think about, wait, this can't be right? I mean, Luke couldn't be this stupid, could he? And even after all that, what did it gain the rebels? They were able to escape with what?
Ah, you call them rebels too.
What? Yeah, because it's the same thing.
You just said it was completely different things.
I was pretending. Because it's not. It's just an excuse. It was like literally, what,
the
6 people? You know? So you know what's going to be in the next movie. They're going to somehow tap into that mysterious reserve that they chose not to use in this movie.
Yeah.
Where there'll be 5 trillion ships that just conveniently decide not to come. Even though there was a scene where they said, call any of our friends, and they said no one responded. Yeah. Somehow, even though the next movie takes place exactly after.
Does again?
Yeah. All of them are going to change their minds and come on out and say, hey we'll pretend we actually cared.
Let's call it Guardians.
But why would Luke die after that? I mean, obviously, I guess it was a lot of energy.
If he had to die, I think he died the best way. Because anyway, being killed by somebody else will just be stupid because he should be way better than that by now. Just randomly, like, falling off a cliff, that would be really stupid.
I wanted to see a Rey and Luke versus Snoke and Kylo and the guards battle.
Oh, that's another thing. We haven't got to that. Snoke, he's an idiot. I think everybody knows that. Everybody expected him to be way better and darker and eviler, and he was just this weird wrinkled up prune, and he just really couldn't do anything, because if he's so great, he couldn't even feel that Kylo was talking about him and not Rey.
He's turning the lightsaber. It's coming toward me.
And it's just stupid. And which was stupidest part was that he wasn't able to sense that Kylo was undecided. He's like, I can feel now that he's decided.
Oh, he's decided, all right.
You know, that he isn't fighting anymore, that he's to his true side or something like that. But he wasn't able to feel which side it is. That's just...
Which was funny because he still stays... Kylo still stays dark side after that. So how do you think Kylo was decided in anything? He just couldn't make up his die. I mean, he's quoted as saying, let it all die. Like, I don't even care what side. Just let it all die.
If he really wants to let it all die, he would have to die too, because he's in the past.
Yeah, how about that?
So if we really want to start
new, die.
we're just gonna have to like get together and then Rey's baby is gonna have to just start the whole new thing because everybody else is old. Baby Rey. Yeah.
But anyways, guys, we probably could go on and on about this, but it's time to come down.
No, we gotta at least talk about 1 and 8.
That's what we're doing right now. Oh. We're trying to decide, guys, that what movie is the worst movie. Is Episode 8 the worst movie? I think Episode 1 stands as the worst movie so far, but let me say, is it worse than 1?
He's acting. I'm actually normal right now.
Okay,
well, let me say, Jonathan, about the movie.
The ancient Mayans once... Yeah. Okay, that was a Fresh Prince joke. But anyways.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying, man? I think that 1 might be a little bit better just because they made it out of order and they made it really seem like 1 was 1.
Yeah.
Even though, wasn't it 4 or something?
It was 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. And if you don't know that, you're not a nerd. So... And then 7,
But-
8, 9 through 50.
Yeah, through 50. But I definitely think because they started the whole storyline with Anakin and all that. Anakin!
What about
You
Jar
know.
Jar though?
Well, Jar Jar is pretty bad. So I think that 8 is like, this is 1 and this is 8. Right there.
I'm
so
telling
I
you.
definitely think that.
What if
yeah.
you take away Jar Jar and replace them with porgs?
Okay, then it would be like 1 and 8. Okay.
I'm saying, guys,
For sure.
I think the takeaway message from episode 8 is
the porgs.
go buy some
Go buy a
porgs.
porg at your local Target, do you, boo, and get those porgs because it'll just make your life
You can't
so much
get
better.
them right now though. They're literally sold out within 250 miles of where we
should
filmed
have
this.
BP and AP before porgs, after porgs.
Yeah, we should.
You know?
It's just like the Turtle Man from Jingle All the Way. They are sold out everywhere.
I still want a porg sometime. I want a porg.
But anyways, guys, my result
that's right.
is even worse than what she thought. I already say that it's the worst Star Wars movie ever made. No story. All the characters are horrible. Kylo's stupid. Rey's way too strong. Yoda's mental. The only part I liked
Oh.
about it was the porgs. That's
Yeah.
it.
Chewie was way more animated this time.
He was.
It was horrible.
I didn't like that.
Even in a commercial, I noticed that right away. I was like, are you serious? Because in 7, he wasn't even like that. He was more hairy.
Yeah, and
I mean, even if he was partially CGI for like his mouth and stuff, it still didn't look that way.
it would look too perfect. I liked how hairy it looked in 4, 5, and 6. It looked, disheveled. But
'Cause
here it was like he had time to slick back his hair
Yeah.
every scene, you know?
I don't even know if anybody was in there. Was anybody in there?
Well, they're supposed to be, but it's not Peter Mayhew, that's for sure. It's the new guy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He doesn't even know who that is. It's the same guy who's always done Chewie. But I think the only funny part of the movie was when Poe was trying to call the Emperor... excuse me. I get so confused.
Whoa, where did we go there?
General stupid. General sucks.
Ah.
Anyways, trying to call him, and he's like, hello? And he's like, this is General Hux. I'm going to go into my Eva monologue right now. Anyways, I'm still waiting. Man, if they had elevator music, that would have been great.
Oh, speaking of Hux, I think that we have a weird thing going on now where... Well, actually, I noticed this in The Force Awakens, that there's a rivalry between...
Of course.
A
A rivalry between.
Yeah, there is a rivalry...
Between.
There's a rivalry between Kylo and Hux, because in The Force Awakens, when they were talking to Snoke, they...
I actually didn't notice the rivalry too much in The Force Awakens, actually.
No, because when Kylo just said, oh, forget the droid, take the girl. And then, apparently, she's too powerful for me. Hux was saying, well, Kylo didn't want to take it, the droid, so now we have nothing, but there's a weapon prepared. Snoke's like, go. My
See?
son. No, he didn't say that.
He thinks...
And so then Hux obviously looked at Kylo like, you know.
Because they all know who's the real people
Yeah.
in power here. There,
Yeah.
It's there, and at least we thought it was Snoke.
So in
you know,
8...
anyone with English accents. You
Yeah.
know?
In 8, he was about to shoot Kylo, and he knew he wasn't dead. He wasn't trying to put him out of his misery. He was like, okay, this is cool.
That was
like,
going to be
with
excuse,
him
though.
dead, then,
He's the
I'm
man.
in charge. Oh, well.
Yeah.
But now there's definitely a rivalry, so we'll have to see where that goes.
I think we're going to see an Imperial Civil War. We're
That?
gonna break the faction
Oh,
up.
in 9, the entire... What are they called?
What, the bad
First
guys?
Order. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought
Oh my
Empire.
gosh.
I thought the
How do
Empire,
you
but
not
that
know
was
that?
wrong. I do know that. I just blanked, yo. So the entire First Order goes against Kylo, and Hux says, "You're out of commission," or whatever.
Yeah.
And so that could be possible because even though he's strong with the Force for him, with everybody against him, he wouldn't be able to stop them. So he gets in a tie and he flies away
to join Rey, baby Rey.
to join Rey, and he's like, "I need you," or whatever. Like I have nowhere to go,
Would've
and
been
so
a
then
better
she feels
thing.
sad, and so then they team up, and
Yeah.
then that's the whole thing there.
Oh, and Rey is dead, and Leia's dead. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, that's our sad.
So
but
note it
true
now
review.
that that's what I'm thinking for 9. That they're all going to turn against him, and Kylo's going to be a lone, sad child.
Yeah, because he wanted it that way. Let it all die.
Yeah. they're all
So we'll probably do this again for Avengers 3 and I guess Episode 9, which by the way is a full year and a half after the Han Solo movie. So that's too bad. But I hope it'll be better than this one. But we'll see you next time, guys. This was JRP, Becca Beats. Subscribe to both. And we'll see you next time. Ciao.